I'm going to play a little game with you. I'm going to play a little game now with you, and I want you to answer if you're driving around or you're watching me on TV. If I said great owner, legendary head coach, several championships, great system, at times almost methodical, one truly great player, and starting to really show their age. Who am I talking about? The San Antonio Spurs and the New England Patriots. Folks, we are watching the two great American professional sports dynasties slowly die. Tom Brady, just enough plays last night. Bill Belichick, just enough coaching moves last night. Kawhi Leonard, Greg Popovich, just enough to get him near the top of the West. But when you watch New England and you watch San Antonio, they just don't have the speed, the quickness, and the volume of athletes anymore. Tampa had more first downs, more net yards passing, better in the red zone. Tampa had more good players, but they had an inferior system. New England never allows themselves to lose games last night where they can't figure out a kicker meltdown. New England's always buttoned up, and so is San Antonio. And systems win a lot. Last night, New England out-systemed Tampa Bay. They didn't out-talent them. They didn't outplay them. They out-systemed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. New England's system avoids meltdowns, contract disputes, roller coaster seasons. Same with the San Antonio Spurs. But in both, the systems now are relying heavily on the system and not the talent. And I love systems. But they only truly win titles when they're accompanied by several stars. Phil Jackson's triangle, what a system. With MJ and Kobe, it won titles. With Raymond Felton, not so much. Popovich's system with Duncan and Tony Parker in their prime, titles. Once they got old, not so much. New England, honestly, who is their second best player? Chandler Jones, traded away. Gronk, never healthy. Julian Edelman, hurt. Logan Ryan, left. Like the Spurs, they're now depending on Danny Greens and Patty Mills. And the question is, can San Antonio and New England, can the system squeeze one more Super Bowl out? Because Popovich did in 2014. Boris Diaw and Danny Green played way over their head. Can Chris Hogan, can Patrick Chung, can Nate Solder play over their head? Perfect coaching, getting a break. Popovich squeezed one more out. Systems and coaching are great, but they generally last longer in college because you can keep recruiting players every year. In pro sports, the Spurs and the Patriots have lasted forever. And my friends, both have an expiration date. And you were watching New England's inch closer and closer last night. I want to segue to this. It has been a big apology week. Alex Morgan is a terrific soccer player. She had to apologize. Apparently, she got in a little trouble down at Disney World. Antonio Brown apologized this week. Mark Zuckerberg runs Facebook. He apologized. Cam apologized. In fact, the woman who he offended, she had to apologize. Harvey Weinstein, that was a mess. He had to apologize. In fact, in the last couple of weeks, it's almost like you could have an apology network. You could just have a podium and a microphone, and about every 5 minutes, a celebrity would walk up. A couple of weeks ago, KD apologized. Equifax had a data breach. They apologized. Hugh Freeze, the old Miss football coach, the preacher man, apologized. Baker Mayfield had to apologize for what he did in Columbus, Ohio. Alejandro Villanova for the Steelers apologized. Danny Trevathan for the Bears. I don't know why. He didn't really have to apologize, but he did. Again, you could have an apology network. I tend to believe, this is just me, I believe in the order of things. Cam Newton apologized yesterday. And I do believe in the order of things. You ever go to somebody's Twitter account? You can tell what really matters to them by what they put first. Jesus, dad, husband. They'll tell you the order. You ever notice this at the Oscars? Go watch the Oscars. Here's what you never hear at the Oscars. After 5 minutes, oh yeah, and I'd like to thank the director. No, they always put the director up front. Because the director's the guy that hires you. You ever notice that at a wedding? At a wedding, who do you thank first? Anybody been married, divorced, remarried? Both mine, you know who you thank first? People paying for the wedding. And then secondly, you thank the other family for their support. And then third, you thank the people who had to fly the furthest to come. And then your buddies in the neighborhood are fourth. There is an order to things. Weddings, Oscars, your Twitter account. I thought it was interesting yesterday that Cam Newton, he had 24 hours to apologize, and he never did. Remember, I'm not going to do it. Then he lost sponsors. One primarily, Dannon, a national sponsor. That's a lot of money, I imagine. Then he apologized. Dannon is the parents who paid for the wedding. Dannon is the first person on the Twitter account. Dannon is the director at the Oscars. Listen to his apology. You've heard the whole thing. Just listen to the order of things.
I'm a father to two beautiful daughters. And at their age, I try to instill in them that they can do and be anything that they want to be. And the fact that during this whole process, I've already lost sponsors and countless fans. I realized that the joke was really on me.
Yeah, interesting. I lost sponsors, then countless fans. I will just say this. For 24 hours, Cam did not apologize. Cam did not want to apologize. He didn't. I know that. He did not. And then the sponsor left, and he mentioned the sponsor. It matters. Don't kid yourself. If you're sorry, you know you're wrong, you go up and you apologize. Those beautiful daughters he has, don't know them personally, but they're beautiful daughters. He had them for 24 hours. They were his daughters for 24 hours when he wouldn't apologize. 24 hours, I'm not doing it. 24 hours. And by the way, he was getting clobbered 10 minutes after he said it. He was getting crushed an hour after he said it. A second hour, a third hour, a fourth, sleeps on it, up in the morning, 8th hour, 12th hour. Nope. Dannon cancels. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm cynical, maybe I'm not. But those beautiful daughters were a part of his life for 24 hours when he was getting crushed and didn't apologize. I see this all the time, the order of things. Why are we apologizing? I'm watching all these apologies lately, and it seems like I'm getting apologies for people who were doing bad things sometimes for years. I saw a guy in Hollywood yesterday. Is he sorry, or did he get caught? Did people call him out? Maybe I'm too cynical. Maybe Cam is deeply, deeply sorry. But I just heard the order of things, and I thought, is he sorry, or did he lose a sponsor? Again, I'm not saying I'm right, but the order of things has always mattered to me. And there you go. Hi, everybody, and thanks for watching. We want you to subscribe here, to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the herd, or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.